Welcome back to This Is Awful. I'm Deontay.
I'm Jordan.
And today we have a very special episode. We are kicking off our spooky season.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Starting with Stranger Things will be our theme for September. The whole month of September will be nothing but Stranger Things content because Jordan here has never watched the series.
Why y'all ain't tell me Stranger Things was like that?
I did tell you.
Why you didn't tell me about the bridge?
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you did not.
I said stop!
I don't understand what you be saying.
What?
You see what I'm saying?
I'm talking to the people. I'm not talking to you.
Now that you've watched the first season, just you don't have to. It don't have to be super deep. Just tell me what you thought about it. Just in whole season 1.
I'm hooked. And you know what I was thinking while I was watching it? Because usually, okay, let me go back. The reason why I didn't want to watch it before is because this whole supernatural thing is not really my thing. But I think the reason why I like this one is because there's a really good story outside of just the supernatural part. Like it could stand on its own as a story without the magic. Like there's different little subplots. Each one other than Nancy and Jonathan. Not really feeling them. It's too cliche. But other than their little subplot, I think all of the rest are really, really good storylines. Okay. Like even when we was talking about like at what point do you say am I crazy? Because I feel like that could have been like even without supernatural type stuff. Like her son could have been missing and she thought she heard him and wasn't sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like we was talking about
Steve.
Yes, Steve. His character growth already in the first season was
my boy
solid
Steve.
on its own. So I think that's why I like it. Like the actual story is solid.
Perhaps there's hope for you after all.
The whole month of September will be dedicated to nothing but Stranger Things, and then we'll move into October with nothing but horror movies, horror slashers. So we got a goal. We do this every year, so you probably seen on the channel like Final Destination clips. What do we watch? Halloween. We got real disappointed last year when we got all dressed up for Halloween.
You gotta move on.
Right,
you gonna plug that into every single video, every chance you get.
Every chance I get. My man's in a fucking trash. I watch YouTube videos of them throwing fucking shit in there to see if it's gonna crumble. They throw like bowling pins and shit in those things. And you threw Michael Myers in one?
Immediately no. Immediately no. I'm telling you right now, I seen what I needed to see.
Okay, so we got a list of 20 movies. Well, we don't have a list of 20 movies. We've stopped at 13. So a couple of movies on the list that she has never seen. I'm an expert. I'm a pro. I do this shit. She's never seen them. So we're gonna start off with Darkness Falls, Deep Blue Sea, The Ring. Even though you've kind of seen The Ring a little bit, but it's just such a good horror movie. I'm not looking
forward to The Ring. I'm gonna be scared out of my mind.
So The Ring is
non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. The Train to Busan, A Quiet Place 1 and 2.
Also not looking forward to that.
John Krasinski, you don't want to see Jim again. You don't. So you're saying you don't want to see Jim?
I could go watch The Office if I want to see Jim.
We got Lake Placid, and I chose Lake Placid because it's like an old school monster movie. Like it's not a good movie, but it's an entertaining movie. All right, so Tremors, it also falls in the same boat as Lake Placid. Carrie, the original, and Hellraiser. And this is something that you requested. I don't like Pinhead at all. I don't like none of the Hellraiser movies.
Wait, don't just say that I requested to see that movie like without giving no backstory.
What was the backstory? You wanted to watch that freak ass nigga in that leather suit.
No, we did a puzzle together with a bunch of slasher people. What do you call them? I don't know, killers. We did a puzzle with a bunch of slashers, and he was one of them. So now I want to know the story that he came from because we did the puzzle. Don't just tell these people that I just want to watch.
When did you say that?
When we put it on the list, I said that's one of the ones from the puzzle that I've never seen his movie.
But I don't understand what you be talking about.
Why you didn't tell me about the bridge?
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you did not.
I said stop.
I don't understand what you be saying.
What?
You see what I'm saying?
All right. Oh, and then Alien was under the horror genre.
It better have a good storyline.
It does. It does. It does. It does.
You said that way too fast.
And way too many times. All right, look. I know what you did last summer. Candyman. You gotta watch.
Don't be scared.
She's never seen Candyman. Like, that's what I'm dealing with. And last but not least, The Shining. And you also requested The Shining too. Well, you referred to it when you said.
Did I request it?
Yes, you did. Yeah, yes, you did. So that's 13. Darkness Falls, Deep Blue Sea, The Ring, Train to Busan, Quiet Place 1 and 2. Actually, that's 14 because those are 2 movies. Lake Placid, Tremors, Carrie, Hellraiser, Alien, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Candyman, and The Shining. So if you have any horror movie, it could be a zombie movie, it could be a slasher, it could be what else? Supernatural. If it follows some sort of horror, leave your suggestions in the comments below and we'll choose the remaining 5 movies. And that's just a minimum. 20 is the minimum. If you want to consider yourself a pro,
I never said I wanted to be a pro.
but if you wanted to, if you were thinking about it,
Okay.
you could do at least 30 if you really about it. What?
That's a movie a day.
Right. So that means it don't have to be a movie day. On some days we can do 2 movies or even 3 movies. All right. So those are the movies. But again, for this episode, we'll leave you with season 1 clips at the end. They'll be short clips, but just to recap, I just want to make sure, did you get everything out that you wanted to get out about Stranger Things season 1?
I went in with 0 expectations. I did not think I was gonna like it at all. So yes, I got everything that I needed from season 1.
Okay, and do you have any predictions for season 2? Hold on, let me ask you, what questions do you have for season 2? Let's see if the questions that you have are answered in season 2. So okay. I know one of the questions.
Who did he leave them Eggos for? Obviously, it has something to do with Elle because they hyped up how much she liked the Eggos. What's going on with Will that he's coughing up this stuff? That's obviously gonna lead to something else too. Okay. I feel like he's gonna maybe turn into a monster. Okay. I don't know if I want to say that, but just the way the room flash, I can't tell if that's like PTSD or like a preview
or like a power, like he got powers that he can do it now, maybe. Yeah. And you also had a question about what did they tell the buyer parents that will happen when you like.
Oh yeah, not the buyers, Mike's parents. Yeah. Buyers as well, but yeah, like you can't just leave these things unanswered. Like we never went back to Barb's parents. Feel real bad for Nancy. That part was really emotion striking when she went in the room and all the boys were talking to Will and she was like feeling excited for them, but then she like, damn, I ain't getting my friend back. And then they kind of glanced over what happened to her. Like they were like, she was like gone, and they never really solidified Barb has died. Like where's her funeral? You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't give her no kind of closure, and they didn't say anything to Mike and Nancy's parents. Like this boy has been gone for how long? Well, we don't know if they said anything yet. That may be something that they address. So, you know, because sometimes like these shows will, like in the next season, they'll probably say something about what happened last time, and that'll let you know this is what they have been told by what they said, because they got to bring up what happened last time in the last season, right? Because they had that little clip, the newspaper clipping that was just like boy comes back to life, because they had a whole funeral for this boy. Exactly. So they're gonna have to explain it somehow. Yeah. And then that's when you will decide if whatever they come up with,
is that believable? Is it satisfying? Is it justifiable? Like, oh, now y'all just did this shit just to make another season. Because that don't make no sense, right?
Yeah.
So if it ties in good, for me personally, that's when I like the show more. Like, okay, you didn't just just say anything. You said something that made sense. Like, okay, yeah, I can believe why these people are going along with this. So that's kind of what make me want to continue with a story.
You know what that just made me think of?
What?
Speaking of seasons that don't make no sense and they don't need to keep adding seasons. Ain't Chucky coming out?
Yes, I'm glad
we
you
gotta
brought
add
that
Chucky to the list.
up.
When does that come out?
I'm so out of touch. I think they dropped a trailer or something today.
Ooh.
I was gonna tell you about it.
Ooh.
So
guess our slots are filled.
oh, you talking about for these movies? No, these movies gonna get watched.
Oh, we added
these
more?
movies gonna get watched. That's only 130, 45 minutes a week.
Okay.
So yeah, that's also a good point. Chucky season 3, we will be watching it. And I know we said we wasn't gonna cover it, but
we're doing this for ourselves, not for the show at all.
So like, I don't want to cover it, but then I do want to cover it. But then Starfield's coming out, and then so it's kind of like Mortal Kombat's coming out. I'm not gonna be able to have time to do it, but it's only one episode a week, so we may watch the episode and just record a real worth of a review. So whatever we can fit in 1 minute and 30 seconds, that'll be our coverage of challenge accepted. So that's what we're gonna do. So I know this video probably longer. Well, it's only 15 minutes. So if you stay to the end of the video, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. And again, leave your comments of what movie you think we should add to the list for Jordan. And we'll see if we can get those knocked out in some reviews on all those movies. So thank you for making it to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And that's all we got for you today.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.